just like Tyson.
Hey man, check this out. Let's talk about carjackings. We first learned about carjackings in the 90s from movies like Menace to Society, where people were carjacked at least a couple times during the movie. Fast forward to 2018, 2017, people are carjacking everywhere, especially in places like Chicago, Philadelphia, LA, and others. The carjacking crime has become for the younger of us, as we've seen 12 and 13-year-old kids have been the perpetrators of some of these carjackings in cities like Chicago. We also saw earlier this year a 70-year-old woman was attempted to be carjacked when she was shot. She drove off and crashed down the street. The carjackers followed her vehicle and fired more shots into the car. This carjacking game is a very dangerous game, and it's only increasing in numbers. It's a quick way for kids to get money nowadays. Everybody's complaining about water boys in Atlanta, but nobody's complaining about the carjackers all over the country. If that 70-year-old woman would be your grandmother or your mother and she was killed because she did not give up her car to a carjacker, you will feel some sort of way, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I got to show and prove to you about these particular situations. I could have came with more facts, but I like to get the show started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video. In this video, you see the young man walking up to the car, jumps in. Oh, there go the owner. He got a firearm. He got a firearm. The owner got a firearm. The kid hops out, smacks the gun the way it looked like. He grabbed his ass. Well, I'll kill you. Now, that was the one particular video that I just saw the other day. It was compelling because I thought the guy was about to start firing, man. Or maybe the kid would have started firing, because remember, these kids that are doing these carjackings are very dangerous, man. But guess what? He bumped into the right guy. He bumped into Mr. Nice Guy. He bumped into a black man who feels a particular way about the justice system. Now, listen to this next video. This next video is the owner of the car explaining the situation. Now, I'm going to say this. By him getting on the internet and explaining the situation, I think he's a legal car carrying gun owner and has the right to get up here and say, hey, I could have killed this kid, but I decided to let him live. Listen to his explanation about this whole particular situation. I'll be back with more commentary after this video plays.
Everybody been hitting me up. Everybody been calling me, man. I'm at the same gas station right now where that shit happened at. For the most part, shit, you know, I left my car running, left the keys in the car. But I know me though, you know, I know me. Anytime I have ever left my car running, I'm probably in a well-known neighborhood where I'm from, or like West Macon, Unionville. But I'm up here in East Atlanta, you know, off Covington Highway to Texaco. I left my car running, but I'm watching my car at the same time. So, you know, I pretty much peep everything. I watch movement, I watch body language, I watch how people talk. I grew up like that. So I was over here at my partner's little spot, get some reels, and I had my back turned. But I looked back and glanced. So I glance every couple seconds, every few minutes, whatever, every couple seconds. And I seen a little jit trying to get in the car. Instantly right then, I ain't even know how old he was. I could have shot the car from the little 30 yards I was away from him, but I ran up on him. As soon as I ran up on him, dog surrendered. You know what I'm saying? That's when I realized he was a child. He pretty much surrendered, put his hands up, got out the car, and told me, you know, hey, please don't kill me. Call the police. Ain't no rat shit, you know what I'm saying? I actually saw the little homie in me, You know, like I ain't never did no shit like that. I had to do no shit like that, but I did some crazy shit when I was coming up that I could have got my head blown out too. When I was younger, but I ain't have to go through that shit. So, you know, I pretty much got him out the car, lifted his shirt up, make sure he ain't had no pistol on him. I was gonna take that. And then, you know, I ain't been seeing a black Tahoe part at the store. So I thought, you know, I snatched him up. We talked for a little while. We politic, you know what I'm saying? I just told him, man, you need to get you a new hustle. Because what somebody successful at doing might not be successful with what you doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't see people hit licks and hit for 50K, 60K, 70K, and then as soon as I do the shit, I get jammed up. So just politicking for a little while, and I want to whoop him. You know what I'm saying? I want to whoop him. I want to knock the teeth out of him, but I didn't. So I did politic with the homie and said, shit, you know, cool player, nigga like me. Shit, I would have gave you. You would have walked up on me, asked me for something. I would have gave it to you if I got it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we talked for a little while. And he pretty much, you know, pretty much told me he was sorry. You know, he still thought I was gonna do something to him. And he was just like, man, just call the police. He'd rather get locked up than to lose his life. But ain't no rat shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that shit G because of where I'm from. I see this shit all the time. You know, I see the comments, everybody saying, boy, you got that fast, you on point shit. Look at where I'm from. I'm from Macon. From Macon, Georgia. From the west side of Macon, you know. Shit, that shit happening every day where I'm from. You know, like that gang shit, the colors, that shit serious down my way. And you know, I be on point. I be on my P's and Q's. I'm watching these cars. I'm paying attention to how niggas talk, body language, how niggas dap other niggas up, all that good shit. So that just come from being where I'm from.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, did my man do the right thing by keeping it gangster, keeping it 100? Will this kid be out to like actually murder the next victim, the next person that he catch? You know what I'm saying? Let me know that, because the black community, we got a problem, or we got a thing with, you know, keeping it gangster to where, you know, like I said before in another video, we have mothers living with sons that done killed 5-10 people, but we're not looking at him as a deranged person. We're looking at him as the tough guy of the family. He's not the tough guy. He's the killer. The tough guy go and kick some ass for the family. You know, the killer, he just gonna come through and shoot through a window, kill a baby, kill anybody. This shit don't make sense. Well, tell me how, does it make sense, y'all? Do y'all like what he did? I don't think that this guy was a legitimate citizen. So, you know, gangsters do that. They snatch people up. He said he talked to him. I thought he was finna say, I brought him a meal and, you know, gave him $20, $30. That's what I thought he was finna say. You know, you snatched him up, you talked to him, this ain't the way to do it. But, you know, did you just leave the gates open for him to do this to somebody else thinking that he's gonna get a slap on the wrist? Look at the goons that killed Honeycomb Brazy's grandparents. Look at the 70-year-old woman, like I said, in Chicago that was shot and killed by carjackers. It's time for us to start taking accountability, brother. I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Maybe I'm getting a little too old for this shit, because I feel like accountability, man. If his car would have got away, this nigga would have wished he killed everything. And that's the difference. 2 12-year-old girls in Chicago was arrested for snatching an elderly man out of his vehicle, which I think he was doing something wrong by even talking to some young girls like that. They snatched the man out of his vehicle too. Hit him on the side of the head, threw him out the car, took the car. Carjacking is a thing, man. It's worse than New Jersey Drive. If you grew up watching New Jersey Drive, it's way worse than that, man, because they snatching you out the vehicles. They not stealing your shit like they used to do in Chicago, like we used to do. We used to steal a car. We didn't snatch nobody out the car, man, because just like in many situations, you can end up killing a person. They're going to defend their property, just like this man did. But this man not no 70-year-old woman. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole particular incident in the comment section. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Peace.